Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and today... Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Spritzo. Welcome back to Pokemon Duel. This is the update that I've been waiting for, that everybody's been waiting for. I have a lot to talk about. I'm not going to play any matches. There's just so much content to go over. I'm just going to tell you everything that's new and things that you can do with the new plates, the new Pokemon, and how Deoxys and Reuniqueless are being nerfed. Not directly, but like indirect, not nerfed, but countered. Countered is the right word. So first thing I'm going to do is open up this chest. I've left all the messages unopened so that I could open them. I'm sure you've all looked at them, but I'm just going to go over them here. I get this one all the time. This freaking Mawile. Schnubble. Ingots, rare metals, yada, yada, yeah. Let's look at the messages. There are a lot of them. There are lots of messages. Maintenance, there was maintenance today. It adds the new version. That's all you need to see there. Orange boosters, again, have Torterra, Chestnut, and Drapion. That's all you need to see there. Login bonus to celebrate the 1-year anniversary. Every time you log in for this week, there's a login bonus. But they don't tell you what it is. You'll just have to log in and find out what you can get. That's all you need to see here. New plates, here we go. This is where a lot of explanation has to come into play. Tropical Energy and Phantom Energy. Look how long their descriptions are. Tropical Energy. Any special conditions are removed from your grass, flying, and bug-type Pokemon. During this duel, the effects of abilities that allow you one respin or force respins in battle are nullified for battle opponents of your grass, flying, and bug-type Pokemon. Your turn ends. During this duel, your Ghost-type Pokemon can move over Pokemon affected by special conditions when using an MP move. In addition, when one or more of your Ghost-type Pokemon are among those surrounding an opposing Pokemon, in other words, like Shuppet, if there are 3 or more opposing Pokemon on the field or bench with the same name as the surrounded Pokemon, remove the surrounded Pokemon from the game. In other words, if there's a team with 3 Reuniqueless or 3 Deoxys, or 3 Moltres, whatever. As long as there are 3 of them and they're not in the PC, and you surround one of them with a ghost Pokemon, that Pokemon that you've surrounded is exiled from the game. Okay? That is the counter to Reuniqueless and Deoxys. This also is a counter too. So you use a grass Pokemon, a flying Pokemon, and a bug Pokemon against Reuniqueless or against Deoxys. They cannot force you to respin. They cannot respin. So this stops respins of Reuniqueless, and it stops forced respin from Deoxys. This will exile one of the 3 Pokemon, as long as they have 3 of the same kind of Pokemon, 3 Reuniqueless or 3 Deoxys. What that's going to do now is it's going to reduce the dex down to 2 of each Pokemon. So 2 Deoxys, 2 Reuniqueless. Or people are just going to continue to play the same Reuniqueless and Deoxys deck and just run people over. More new plates, Sticky Grass, and Concentrated Fertilizer. Select one of your Grass-type Pokemon on the field. While the Pokemon is on the field, the battle opponents of that Pokemon cannot respin. Spin-again effects are treated as single spins only. Select one of your Grass-type Pokemon on the field or bench for this turn. That Pokemon gains star +1, also gains +20 damage. More messages. More messages. All right, 1-year anniversary. Okay, the Sextuple booster is back. It's only back for a week, and it has 20 figures in it, including Ho-Oh and Manaphy. Ooh, a 1-year anniversary sale. So 876 gems is only $8. I'm still not going to spend any money on this game. I refuse. Here are the 3 new EX figures, Virizion, Sceptile, and Trevenant. Trevenant's pretty interesting. I'm going to show you that one, along with the others. And then obviously a bunch of little ones here. Scorpy, we're going to look at. This one's going to be good. This one's good. Let's do that one first. So that is all the messages. No more messages. Those are all done. Let's take a look at Scorpy. And it's a good thing I didn't buy Metagross yet, because what I'm about to show you is going to make Metagross practically useless. Scorpy. Any Psychic-type Pokemon that battles this Pokemon will become confused. You don't have to do anything but battle a Psychic-type Pokemon. So, what you're going to do, if you're fighting Reuniqueless or if you're fighting Deoxys, you're going to immediately walk up to that Pokemon and just fight it. This guy is expendable. He does 40 damage, so what? The battle opponent becomes poisoned, so what? Protect Pokemon gains weight, no one cares. No one's going to be using this guy to kill anybody. He's going to be using this guy to slow down Deoxys and Reuniqueless. Now, why does this affect Metagross negatively? If you look at Metagross's wheel, let's assume you got this down to 0. You could subtract 4 from this and get to 0. Okay? You'd end up having 8 spots here, 4 which are dodge, and then 4 are attack. What ends up happening with confusion is now in order to land on your attacks, you actually have to land on the dodges instead. Dodge is a total of 16 out of almost 100. 16% chance of landing on an attack with Metagross. But Metagross almost becomes useless against a Scorpy. A lot of people probably aren't going to use Scorpy just because they have to put him in the deck and assuming they're going to go up against a Reuniqueless or Deoxys deck. This would probably work well for, 2500 rank or higher. But at the rank like I'm at right now, like 2200, probably not so much. Maybe eventually. So let's look at the new EXs. Here we go. Trevenant, Virizion, and Sceptile. Trevenant. Pokemon that battle this Pokemon become grass type while they are on the field, but they stop being grass type if they leave the field. Your Pokemon can move over this Pokemon when using an MP move. So if you fought Deoxys, which is psychic, it becomes grass. This works with his purple attack. Manipulative. One other grass type Pokemon on the field, or your own, that is not frozen may be moved within its MP range. The move Pokemon gains weight. If the move Pokemon is one of the opponent's Pokemon, that Pokemon falls asleep. So what you can do is you can use Trevenant to change the type of the opponent's Pokemon to grass, and then when you fight them again, or when you fight someone else, you can land on this and force that grass Pokemon to move and then fall asleep. So you can have some control of the playing field a little bit. Trevenant only has 1 MP, so he can't move very far, can't move very quickly, but you can at least have him sitting near your goal, and you can push them back a little bit or force them into a surrounding situation. Destiny Bond, if this Pokemon's knocked out, so is the battle opponent, and 110. So that's really freaking good. This Pokemon can move over non-flying type Pokemon on the field using MP moves, so it's basically Shuppet, but except for flying Pokemon. If the battle opponent attack is 120 or higher, the opponent is knocked out instead of this Pokemon. Sword of Justice is just a 101, which is kind of cool. It's already got 1 extra point on it. Typhoon Slash, this Pokemon may switch places with its battle opponent. Pretty cool. So you can force a surround. If you have a Pokemon behind Virizion all the time and you attack and land on Typhoon Slash, you can switch and surround it immediately, which is pretty cool. If people want to make some really weird gimmicky decks, you'll see that sort of thing. Sceptile, I think, is okay. Not that great. No ability, 30 damage on a quick attack. And then Leaf Blade. Spin again. If Leaf Blade is spun, it deals an extra 50 damage. So it only does 90, which isn't too bad. But you can't necessarily rely on it landing on Leaf Blade twice. You can't be like, okay, yeah, he does 140 damage. No, he does 90 damage. Okay, that's how you should always look at it. Always look at this and say, Sceptile does 90 damage. You're not going to be like, oh, I can always take Sceptile and fight Deoxys. I'll be able to beat Deoxys, or I'll be able to beat Reuniqueless with it. That's a last-ditch effort. If you're like, all I have Sceptile, I'm going to try it. That's when you do it. You don't go in there saying, yep, 140 damage, I'll beat it. You have to land on this twice, okay? 50% chance twice, roughly 50%. Then Stealth Hit, which is kind of cool. This Pokemon can jump over its battle opponent and move 1 step away. Same thing as Fly Away, except it's 1 instead of 1 or 2. But I think that's it. This is probably the best counter we're going to see for Reuniqueless and Deoxys. You can nerf Deoxys and Reuniqueless. People would get really upset, though. People would be really upset that they spent money on the best Pokemon in the game, arguably, and then they got changed. There's a meme in the subreddit called the Gotcha Law, which I don't believe is a real law, but it basically says if someone buys an item in a game, they believe that the item will always be that way when they bought it. They don't expect it to change later down the road. If they do change it, the devs could get in trouble for it. I don't believe it's a real law. I've heard that Japan has that law. I don't know. Don't really care. It's not affecting me. But I can understand why people would get upset. That's why they don't affect the Pokemon directly. Instead, they bring out another item which could potentially affect that Pokemon instead. So it's not a direct nerf or a direct counter or a direct modification to the Pokemon. I might buy the new plates, the Tropical Power or Tropical Energy or whatever the heck it's called, and the Phantom Energy to prevent the respins and to easily surround Pokemon. But we're going to see if people actually reduce their Pokemon down to 2 instead of 3. We'll see. All right, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you'd like to. I heard the like button is broken. That's all I've got. Thank you for watching. That's the way it is.